So during COVID, I launched a 12-week group coaching program that was, based on the things, my life experience as well, and things that I've learned through, psychology and my research and working with other professionals and experts, and just being genuine about my experience. Like I understand the concerns we have with lots of life coaches, but we all have impact. We all have the ability to impact other people, and we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be the best at anything. We have to be open-minded and open enough to let people in. And we have to be a few steps ahead that we can really help support and pave the way for some people. And for me, I was really honest about that. I shared about my experience. I had a lot of women that have been following me for years. So they followed me through my divorce. They followed me to moving to Bali. They followed me through breakups. And I shared openly about it, how I was growing and learning. And so I built a course that just sort of walked people through that process if they were going through a transition as well. And that was the Fempowerment Academy. And I really loved doing that, and loved connecting with the women who joined that program. And then in the last year, I've been focusing more on one-to-one coaching, which I also find really, really rewarding. You can dig a lot deeper with people in those spaces, while also...
Still only women?
Right now, women, yeah. I would be open to working with men, but I do know my language is typically catered to women.
Okay.
And
I mean, I know how difficult it could be with men, because I know that you went through some shit with a stalker. So, I mean, I want to dive into that because, I mean, you've had a crazy kind of life like this, where it kind of gone up and, down, and you've learned a lot. And then there's just so many things that have happened to where you are now. But I do want to ask about everything that did happen. And this happened, I think, in the last 12 months, last 18 months. You had a stalker who came through, which basically followed you around the world, was saying some fucking crazy shit. Tell us about that story, because I think that's important on, you're focusing on women. And that's the reason why I asked, is this also just women? Because this story actually is crazy, and I want everyone to know about it.
I love men, okay? I have nothing against men. And I actually worked, I worked through some things to get through some man-hating seasons I was in, and realized we're actually all responsible for our happiness. And we're also all equipped to be empowered in our own choices, and to also, remove people from our lives when they're not doing us any good.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, yes, I had the experience with a stalker. It was about a year ago, I started getting messages from this person on Instagram, and they were weird and creepy, as happens. I'm used to that. Blocked him, and then I started getting emails from him. And I do have my work email connected to my Instagram, and that's fine. That's how people send me information and reach out about pitches and things.